I want to go over a couple of areas with Dreamweaver's interface. This interface has not changed much over the last few versions, so you could be using an older version or a newer one and see many of the same things. If you do not have any files open inside Dreamweaver, you'll probably see this quick launch window that's available to you. It has an open recent section, a section for you to choose what type of file you should create, and links to different videos that Adobe has put out that you can look at to learn more about using Dreamweaver. I'm going to create a blank new HTML document so I can show you a couple different areas. Across the top, you have the menu bar. This consists of a bunch of drop-down menus that you can use. If you click on one of them, you'll see a list of different drop-down options that allow you to execute different commands to help you work within Dreamweaver. At the top of your page, you'll find the document toolbar. The document toolbar lets you decide how am I viewing the page, in the pure code window or a split between the two. The split may be either left or right or top and bottom, depending upon the way you've set up Dreamweaver. Additionally, you can choose to switch into what's referred to as a live view, and live view does not allow you to edit. It allows you to actually view it inside of a web engine. Adobe uses the WebKit engine, which is the same one that's used in Safari and several open source tools. Up until recently, Google's Chrome web browser also used WebKit. You have the option to be able to upload and download your files to a FTP server if you've set that up inside of your site settings, to preview it inside of an actual web browser, and to change the document title. By default, all your documents are listed as Untitled Document, and you'll definitely want to change that. You also have a wide variety of panels that are available to you. The Insert panel lets you automatically insert into your web page any of the most common HTML tags. Sometimes by creating a pop-up window as you saw there, sometimes by directly inserting an element into your page. If you look in the split or code view, you'll notice it automatically puts in the HTML tags necessary to insert the element that you requested. I personally do not like the insert bar there as it takes up a lot of space. One thing that you can do with any panel though is you can choose to move it. I like to move my insert bar across the top, so I'll click on the tab and drag it, and notice that it's above my document, and I now have a blue line that goes above the document. This shows where this panel will go. When I let go of my tab, you notice that my insert panel has now moved to the top of my screen, and the space that was available on the right-hand screen is now being consumed by the other panels. This makes it a little bit easier for me to work with my insert toolbar, and I get to small icons instead of having to read everything. Now sometimes there's more than one panel in an area. This is referred to as a panel group, and usually they'll be related, such as my CSS styles, my AP elements, which is for my absolutely positioned elements, and my tag inspector. And I can switch between the panels simply by clicking on them. I can adjust the width of my panels and panel groups by simply clicking aside and scrolling left and right. The other panel that you'll use quite frequently is your Files panel. Your Files panel shows a list of all the files inside your website. This is assuming that you have set up a Dreamweaver website. The next section you want to look at is below your HTML page. It's above this Properties tab, and it's actually right now where you just see the body. And this changes depending upon what we've selected. So as I put my mouse cursor in different areas, you'll notice it changes. This is called our tag selector, and it allows me to click on a tag and highlight it. This is good for finding out what the hierarchy is and where I'm looking, but I can also right-click and make some very basic changes to my HTML structure and layout. Finally, I have my Properties panel. This is sometimes referred to as my Properties Inspector. And you'll see it has a lot of different information about my HTML tag that I have currently selected. This also means that it is context sensitive, meaning that certain options will appear or disappear depending upon the tag that I have currently selected. From here, I can assign an ID, a CSS class, change the link, make something bold or italicized, and add or remove bulleted, which is my unordered list, or numbered, which is my ordered list, including the ability to increase and decrease my indents for things such as block quotes or nested list. If you found this video tutorial helpful, please like and share it with others. If you want to keep up with other videos that are coming out, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. That way, you can get the most up-to-date information.